In this episode, I break down the 3 membership models that work best for online coaches and service providers and how to choose the right pricing and structure for your members. Welcome to the $1 Million Memberships Podcast, where we help female entrepreneurs like yourself start, grow, and scale multiple 6- and 7-figure online memberships with simple, step-by-step strategies that actually work.
Your life is about to get so good.
Let's dive in. Before we get into this episode, I want to invite you to something so special and dear to my heart. I'm so excited for this. Our last rounds have been absolutely amazing, but if you have been dreaming of starting your membership, maybe you've just been filling your notebook absolutely full of all of these ideas of the community that you want to create and what it's going to do for your business and what it's going to do for your life and what it's going to do for your clients, and you're just daydreaming and having so many ideas run through your head of how you can create the most amazing, epic community, then this is for you. Whether you are just getting started in your membership, or maybe you have a membership already, but it's just not sticky yet. You don't have the community you want. You don't really have the strategy behind it. It's kind of something you just threw together. This is going to be for you. The $1 Million Memberships 5-day experience is happening September 15th to September 19th. So this is 5 days to join me and others inside of our $1 Million Memberships community app. You have 5 days of live trainings, really breaking down 5 core membership building principles that are so essential, no matter if you're just starting out or if you're really trying to grow your membership. There's 5 days of membership support from me and other members of the community, meaning you really have me as your support for 5 days, answering your membership questions, reviewing any planning and work that you've done. And this is one of the most special and fun parts, is ticket sales go into a grand prize jackpot. And one of you who signs up for this 5-day membership experience will be walking away at the end with the grand prize jackpot. That means straight cash. Literally, just by signing up, you could leave with cash. This could be to invest into your business, to finally get that head start that you've been really needing. Maybe it's something that you could use to pay off bills. Maybe you put it towards a little vacation or a staycation, whatever you want to do. I literally send someone just plain cash, no strings attached. And it could be yours just by joining and participating inside of our $1 Million Memberships 5-day experience. Click the link in the show notes to get your ticket. Just be aware that the price will be increasing as we get closer to the start date. So do not wait. Pause this episode. Go check the link out right now. Grab your ticket and come back. You can even see on our sign up page what some of the attendees from our last round said. And I think when you go to the link, you are going to be absolutely blown away by what you can get it for and everything that it comes with. So go grab your ticket, pause this, and then come back. And let's get into the episode. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the $1 Million Memberships podcast. Today, we're going to be talking about pricing your membership and different options that you have when it comes to memberships. I feel like so many people just have this misconception about memberships that they have to be one way. They have to be $27 a month, and they have to just be full of resources, and they get one call a month. And I don't know, it's just like this standard misconception of membership structure that I think has just been trickled down to people as this industry is getting older and older. And I think that's also what stops people from starting memberships, is because we have this idea in our head that they have to be this low touch, low result, just bottom feeder type of program. And so a lot of people just don't do it because they're like, no, my brand is not that kind of brand. It's worth more than that. My members are high ticket members, or my members are here for big results, or whatever it is, which sucks because memberships, I will say this time, like, this is the hill that I will die on. Memberships are what will change your business and your life forever, period. No going back on it. So one thing that you have to remember is that a membership is literally defined as a container where your members are on a subscription basis with what it is that you're offering. Okay, so I want you to remember that. I've personally had memberships that have been $500 to $800 a month. I even had a membership that was extremely successful that I had for a few years before I really got rid of everything that wasn't just membership focused. But this membership was almost $2,000 a month, and it was so successful, and it got our members amazing, incredible results. You don't want to build your membership around what you think a membership structure is. You don't want to build your membership around a price point that you think it should be. You always want to keep your member results as the forefront in your mind, as the forefront when choosing your membership price point and structure. So everything you do when it comes to designing your membership, picking a price point, it needs to come from the result that you want to get your members inside, the processes that are inside of your membership to get them that result. And this is why I say, even if you have a brand where maybe you have a more elite luxury brand, your clients pay you good money to get a certain result, you can still have a membership inside of your business. And in fact, I really encourage it. I've done other episodes on why memberships are absolutely incredible for your clients, no matter what the result is. You can go back and listen to some of those if you want a little refresher or if you missed those episodes. But case in point, membership does not have to be low ticket, and there's plenty of different options that you can choose from when it comes to designing your membership. So let's get into it. I want to get into 3 membership models that work best for online coaches and service providers. So the first model, and this is the one that you are probably most connected with when you think of a membership, that would be the low ticket membership model. So a low ticket membership model, this is going to be something, I like to think of these ones as mainly just a community membership. When we think of just community memberships, that means there's not really a back end to your membership. There's not really a module section or a course that goes with it or anything really heavy like that. It's mainly, people are mainly joining this type of membership to be in community. Maybe there's resources like little PDFs or short little tiny trainings, if any, little resources to help them with whatever it is that your membership does, but very minimal. This isn't something where they're coming in and doing a big course or anything like that. Maybe you do some calls with this one. Maybe you have one community call, but also maybe you don't. Maybe it's just a community membership. With this type of membership, it's just very minimal time commitment for you as the creator. And with this one, you're really just focusing on bringing your people together in a community who share the same passion or share the same desire for a specific result. This is one where you could also have little touch points for your members to keep them engaged, like little challenges and things like that that are already pre-set up inside of your membership, but it's nothing that you are going in there every single month and creating this big challenge and having everyone do it together and you being in the community every single day. You're pretty removed from this type of membership as the creator, or you're as involved as you want to be. This one is very community based. So with this type, you really have the options, whatever works best for what the result is. Again, we're always doing this off of the result, not what we think a membership needs to be. So really thinking of what the result is. I always encourage some sort of community because that's how memberships really get sticky. That's how people really want to stay inside of memberships. And that's what we really focus on here on this podcast is membership communities. And then how do you want to deliver any content that needs to go to them? Does it need to go through an email every single month? Is everything just delivered inside of the membership community itself? Is there a call maybe once a month? What does that look like? But again, these ones do really well when it's just very minimal and community is the focus. A lot of members or a lot of founders who choose a low ticket membership feel like they're so removed from it that they want to make sure their members get all of the stuff so that they want to stay. So they cram it full of resources and documents and all of these things, which just ends up making it messy and overwhelming for members. So you really just want to remember, if you do this kind of membership, the community and just really encouraging member to member connection and community connection, that's going to be what makes this type of community really sticky. So if you are choosing to do this type of membership where your focus is just really getting people in a community and in the transformation, the result is very minimal. This is something between the $27 a month mark and the $97 a month mark. Next is our mid-ticket membership. So a mid-ticket membership, this is typically when a backend starts to come into play. So when I say backend, that means some sort of course is on the back end of the community, of your membership community. So this one typically will have everything that you have in the low ticket. So basically just the community, plus usually some sort of content hub. So maybe this is where you house modules, maybe that you have a membership that your members need templates, trainings, resources, anything like that. Typically with a mid-ticket, you have at least one live call or Q&A per month. You don't have to limit it to one, but typically at least one. Maybe inside of this one, they have occasional guest trainings or bonus resources that are dripped out to them. This one usually has more of a structured member onboarding. So typically there's more of a result that is to come from this sort of membership. And so with your membership onboarding, you're really making sure that your onboarding email sequence and things like that are really catering to what the result is that your members are to be getting inside of your membership. So for example, this is what Million Dollar Memberships Club is. Million Dollar Memberships Club, which is my monthly membership, has our Million Dollar Memberships community. So that's where everyone can get support, talk to one another, ask questions about their membership, that sort of thing. It's also where our live calls take place. So we have 2 live calls every single month inside of the club. So that is accessed through the community section as well. And then we have the back end of it, which is our Million Dollar Memberships framework, which includes 8 startup guides. Inside of those startup guides are full instructions and guides and directions instructing you how to implement each little phase of setting up and building and scaling an online membership. There's also an entire template vault in there of everything that's really plug and play. So plug and play email sequences, plug and play onboarding directions, affiliate setup, plug and play sales pages, plug and play launch ideas, like things like that. There's quite a lot inside of the membership itself when it comes to the setup guides and all of the resources and things that our members get. And the community, I'm in the community, but the community itself is really community driven. Our members are really in there, really talking with each other, answering each other's questions. I'm, of course, in there every now and then answering questions as well. But because it's a mid-ticket, I do the majority of my personalized support to our members on the calls. So anyone who makes sure that they get on our monthly calls, those are usually the members who actually get high-level support from me. So this type of membership usually has a pretty big result. So like $4 Million Memberships Club, that's a pretty big result, going from no membership to building out a multiple 6- and 7-figure membership, or going from a semi-established membership to really scaling your membership to 7 figures. That's a pretty big result, but it is not a one-on-one personalized support type of membership, which makes it a mid-ticket membership. So a mid-ticket membership, if you're hearing this one and you're thinking, yeah, I think that could kind of work for what I have, this type of membership is typically anywhere from $100 a month to $500 a month, depending on your role and the support given inside of your membership, etc. Next is a high ticket membership. So a high ticket membership is everything that you would get in mid ticket. So a lot of the times with a high ticket, there's obviously the community that's always just a given that's inside of all of these memberships. There's usually a call, at least one call inside of the membership. There's usually some sort of back end on the membership, so some kind of course hub, resource hub. Now, what really separates a mid-ticket membership from a high-ticket membership is a high-ticket membership usually has more in-depth trainings. It can really feel like a full-on high-ticket course inside of the membership. A lot of the times, high-ticket memberships also come with personalized support. So either you are in there answering everyone's questions very in-depth, or in order to scale, because obviously we are here to scale our memberships, it's you and community managers in there answering questions daily, or a team of community managers in there who are trained on your methodologies answering questions daily, and you are answering them on the monthly calls. High ticket memberships obviously have a higher touch experience. So feedback on members' work, maybe there's weekly audits, maybe there's multiple opportunities for hot seats. You might even have multiple coaches inside of your high ticket membership. So you being the main coach in there, and then maybe you have 2 or 3 others where your members are then split up into different coaching groups. So they have smaller groups of people. So when they get on calls, they're not just in one big group with you trying to give everyone really personalized feedback. Everyone's kind of separated into smaller groups with their designated coach, and they're getting more personalized feedback on those calls. This could also be something where your members have the opportunity to submit a monthly or end of month report on their progress, and then it's you or it's your community managers or your coaches who are submitting feedback back to your members. Another really common deliverable when it comes to high ticket memberships is having something like an in-person or a virtual live mastermind once or twice a year where all of your members get together. You're workshopping. If you're in person live, you're really just connecting with each other. And it's really just like this fun bonus treat for your members to make it feel really luxe, really elite, really next level. And this usually comes with a really premium onboarding experience. So your members are getting something like a nice gift box, maybe some branded merch that you have, something like that. So with a high ticket membership, this is going to be one where while you're growing your membership, you're also really growing your team. So you're focusing on your membership, but then you as the founder are really putting a lot of time and energy into building your community management team or your team of other coaches who work inside of this, right? Really training them on your methodologies, making sure that you know when it's time to bring on another one, dependent on how many people are coming inside of your membership. This is a really fun one. This is one that, again, what I was saying in the beginning of this is so many people back away from memberships because they think that memberships are just this low ticket, low touch type of thing, and they don't want to taint their brand, or it doesn't fit with their brand because they work really high level with their clients and their clients get really high level results. This is a high level, elite, luxury option while still being a membership and getting your members amazing results, and they're in a community. So not only are they getting such luxury support inside of the membership, but they're also with a community of other people networking and just growing in an even more holistic way. There's such a benefit to your members and to your clients to actually get them inside of a membership model like this. So something like this is going to be over that $500 a month mark. Like I said, this one could be $600 a month. If you're really going into that high touch luxury type of membership, then this could be one that could even go up to $3,000 a month, $2,000 a month, $5,000 a month, literally whatever price point really fits the result that you're getting your people. And again, at the end of the day, if you're ever stuck on which one really works best for your membership, it's really important that you first look at what is that result that you want to get your members. Then you really need to look at, okay, what processes are needed to get them here? Is this something that they could step by step do on their own if they were given the resources to do so? Or are they reaching a level where they really need that personalized support or that more high touch support? And then you can really reverse engineer and plug in what needs to be inside of your membership based on the process that you need to take your members through. If you are listening to this in real time and you are going to be part of our $1 Million Memberships experience, which is our 5-day live experience happening inside my $1 Million Memberships community, then we will be touching all on different membership models in our second day. If you are not registered for that yet, go to the link in the show notes of this episode and grab your ticket. This also gives you the opportunity to work closely with me to really get feedback on what's going to be best for your members, for your personal membership. That is it for today's episode. I hope that this was helpful. I hope this got the wheels turning a little bit of what you could do for your own membership if you were kind of stuck in that limbo. And again, I want to remind you too, the last Monday of every month, I'm going to be doing a Q&A episode. So really just answering the questions that have been submitted to me over on my Instagram. So if you have any membership questions at all, find me on Instagram at the Membership Muse. I also have everything linked in the show notes. If you're ever in doubt, go to the show notes and see if it's linked. But go find me on Instagram. Just send me a DM. Seriously, just send me a DM. Say, hey, I know that you are doing your Q&A on the podcast. Here's my question I would love answered. I would be so happy to answer it for you. I also occasionally put up a questions box on my story, which is where I get a lot of the questions as well. And I would absolutely love to help you and answer your question here on the podcast. All right, my friends, that is it for this one. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.